This is Stafford Green-White-Checkered.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Stafford Green-White-Checkered. I am your host and your Stafford insider, Darren Ayotte, where we will break down every Friday night of racing for you from Stafford Spring's own Stafford Motor Speedway. So let's start, of course, with the Stafford headlines of the week. And we'll start with all 6 points leaders coming into these previous night's races failed to win their feature event. You don't see that very often. We will have all those winners coming up later in the show. The 7th division of racing last night was the Whelen Modified Tour, where Ryan Preece took home the win in the 25th annual TSI-Harley Davidson 125 feature event and his second straight win in the Whelen Modified Tour. And finally, the Legends feature was quite interesting and spiced up a bit, as both DiMatteo brothers finished off the podium for the first time this season. So why don't we get started with the race recaps and show you who took home the win in that Legends feature. Take a look.
White flag is out, Max.
Mikey Flynn looking for his first ever win here, but O'Connell is pulling away. So O'Connell in car number 43. He smoke bombs his way into turn number 3. He is on his way to his second win of the year.
Double checkers are coming out, Napa style, and it is the number 43 of Devin O'Connell.
Oh, Fuller spun around. He is caught, and he didn't make it across the line until the end.
Oh, I kind of knew it was going to happen. That was a green-white-checkered finish. Everybody really wanted that win really bad, so I just chose the inside and just said I'm going to lie back a little bit because something bad's about to happen, and lo and behold, my theory was right. So I hate it for Teddy. That was going to, he quite honestly had that race won the whole race, and it really stinks that he didn't get taken out. Coming on a restart especially.
What a frantic finish that was to end the race. If you saw on the exit of turn 4, going 4 wide as the 15 car spun around and did not make it back to the line. As you can see, Devin O'Connell, followed by Mikey Flynn, his third top 5 of the season. How about Michael Rutkowski in his first start of the year to come home third on the podium? And you'll notice right away, 4th and 5th place, Corey and Dana DiMatteo, the brothers, both finishing off the podium for the first time this season. Corey DiMatteo, though, is the only Legends driver with a top 5 in all 7 races. So he is without a doubt been the most consistent driver of the season. Michael Hopkins in 6th. And rounding out the top 10 was Art Mario, his first start of the season, finishing in 10th. So let's now take a look at these updated point standings after 7 races in the 2015 Legend Car season. And you'll see right away that Devin O'Connell takes over the first position in the standings with 328 points, followed by Corey DiMatteo just 4 points behind. Dana DiMatteo sits in 3rd, and as you can see, all the way down to 9th place, there were no changes among the standings. But Michael Hopkins, how about that, in 10th place, able to gain 4 positions with his run in this feature race. So a great run for him and a great points day for him overall. So we're on to the Dare Stock feature, where another rookie picked up his first career win at Stafford Motor Speedway. It was a good one. Check it out.
The white flag is out. There is no surrendering in the final circuit. Zach Robinson looks to secure his first career victory ever. The Marika's Place Hitchcock pool water machine starts to string it out deep into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, a rookie driver securing his first victory ever. It's Zach Robinson to take down the win. He will be our winner. Further back, a little bit of a skirmish here, but everything is okay.
The car was great towards the end. John usually sets it up, my crew chief, so it comes in towards the end. I'd like to thank him, my grandfather, for getting me the car.
And what a Dare Stock feature that was. Zach Robinson, the rookie, leading nearly the entire way, and of course he benefited from starting towards the front. Some of the big guns in the Dare Stock class had some trouble getting through traffic for a while, and the fact that it went green all the way really made it difficult for them to make up those positions. As we now take a look at the top 10 from that race, Zach Robinson, of course, the rookie, his first career win. He was extremely happy about that. Tyler Trott, 7 top 5s in 7 races for him. And how about another rookie, Marcello Buffrano, coming home in 3rd place, a big points day for him. Frank Latois Jr. finishing in 4th, another top 5 for him. Alexandra Fern had a nice day. And check out Dan Dembeck and Trace Byer in 6th and 7th. We're mostly accustomed to seeing them in the top 3 or 4. at the very least the top 5, but they were unable to really get to the front from the start, of course the flipped field. And rounding out the top 10 was David Macca Sr. So how did that shape up the point standings? Well, let's take a look here after 7 of 23 races. These are the official standings. And Tyler Trott has taken the points lead by 6 points. You can see Frank Latois Jr. also picked up a spot to second. And Dan Denbeck falls back, so now he finishes in 7th last week, 6th this week, and he has dropped 2 positions in the standings as a result of that. And that's really just shows you how competitive the Dare Stock class is between these top 4 drivers. Trace Beyer stays in 4th in the standings. Rounding out the top 10 is Marcello Ruffrano, who picked up a position with his 3rd place finish. Paul Borden Jr., another rookie, dropped a position, but he is still in 10th, 106 points out of the lead. So we'll now move on to the limited late model feature, where the number 82 car Paul Ayotte led laps early, but in the end, nobody was stopping the momentum of the 9 car Andrew Hayes, who, after coming off a solid 3rd place finish last week, drove all the way to the lead this week.
White flag is out, no surrendering in the final circuits.
So less than 1 time around. Almost a slip-up for Hayes at turn number 1. He is in control as they machine gun their way into the 3rd corner. Here is Andrew Hayes, the defending champion, looking for his first win of the season.
The point leader looks to expand his point lead as Albert Saunders will finish in the runner-up position.
Yeah, man, we got a rocket ship today. My dad threw a lot of stuff at it. And I mean, this is a car, I couldn't believe it. It didn't give me a problem the whole race. I saw my opening off, coming off of 2 there. Paul and Austin were battling pretty heavy. I saw my move, I made it. Thank God we didn't get in a wreck there.
So there you have it, Andrew Hayes, his first win of the season after a solid 3rd place finish the week before. And let's now take a look at the rest of the top 10 from this 20-lap feature event. And you can see Al Saunders came home in 2nd, another solid day for him, 7th top 5 of the season. How about Paul Ayotte finishing in 3rd in that 82 car? A bounce-back finish for him after an 11th place finish last week. And he looked very strong. He's very confident looking for that first win of the year. Justin Bren came home in 4th, Cliff Saunders in 5th. David Ayotte came home in 9th, his 7th top 10 of the season, and Jeremy Lavoie, the rookie, came home in 10th in that 6 car. So let's see how that updated the limited late model standings. Of course, it was a pretty tight race to begin with, but Al Saunders still remains ahead in the points lead despite Andrew Hayes' victory. Hayes moves up into 2nd place, just 10 points out of 1st place. Austin Bassett drops a spot to 3rd with Cliff Saunders in 4th, Dwayne Provost in 5th, and the Ayottes in 6th and 7th. David Como, the rookie, rounding out the top 10. He did drop a spot this week in the standings. So, to the SK Lights feature. The 20-lap feature saw another great battle between the 98 of Nick Salva and the 44 of Tony Membrino Jr. And of course, we've seen this before, only this time they were able to finish this race.
Looking to shake off all the bad luck and all the misfortune from the past few weeks, the Mr. Rooter machine is the star of the show as Nick Salva, the nice kid with a big smile, heads down into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Salva will take down the victory in the SK Lights. Membrino will finish in 2nd, Burnham on the podium. Kopsick will finish among the top 4 with Jay Goff in 5.
Oh, big time. You have no idea the amount of work we put in this car the past 2 months. All my sponsors, Vinny Beetle, Mr. Rooter, JG Puno Drywall, TS Haulers, Eddie Partridge, Rad Auto Machine. We've worked so hard to get this car back every week after getting wrecked.
What a big-time win for Nick Salva there, his first of 2015. And here are the rest results from that feature event, the 20-lap feature for the SK Lights. As you can see, Nick Salva with that win, followed by Tony Membrino Jr., who's become sort of a friendly rival of his. The last couple weeks they have been going at it. Membrino Jr. with his 4th top 5 of the season. How about DJ Burnham coming home in 3rd with his 6th top 5 of the season, followed by Stephen Kopsick, another 4th place finish. He's had a great season so far. Jay Goff comes home in 5th, followed by Joey Farino and Glenn Griswold. Back-to-back 7th place finishes for him. He's turning things around this season. And of course, the rookie Kyle Trainer came home in 9th, and most notably Matt Swanson, last week's Rookie of the Week, nowhere to be found in the top 10. He came home in 19th, dead last. Of course, that was a big hit for him in the standings, and we'll now take a look at those SK Light standings, and after 7 races, DJ Burnham has taken the lead over Joey Farino. due to Joey Farino's 6th place finish and DJ's 3rd. Those are 6 big points there. Jeff Beaujolais moves up to 3rd in the standings over Matt Swanson, who drops 1 position. Stephen Kopchik remains content in 5th place, 48 points out. And how about in 10th, Jay Goff, another good finish, putting him up to 3 positions in the standings, all the way to 10th. Of course, he's 108 behind, but he's still in range of picking up the 8th position if all goes well for him next week in their feature event. Well, it's time for the 40-lap SK Modified feature, and it was another solid SK Modified feature, one of the most competitive that we have seen in quite some time. Well, it was 9-time SK Modified champion Ted Christopher's birthday, and he looked good very early, led some laps, held on to the lead, much like the last few weeks, but as we know, a lot goes on in a 40-lap feature at Stafford. The number 99 of Rowan Pennick was so fast all night long after working his way from the back of the field.
Priest is still in second. Pennick 1 lap away from victory.
Rowan Pennick, he came, he saw, and he conquered from 13th position. Pennick strings it out down the back straightaway. Priest is on his back bumper. Here comes Keith Rocco to the outside of Joey Cipriano. Pennick will take down the win. Priest, and look at the dogfight battle for 3rd. It is Cipriano to finish in 3rd.
Oh, it was a really exciting race. It was tough getting through there, everyone running side by side. It was either make it 3 wide or hope your lane's gonna go, and our lane pulled through, and you know, this 99 was...
Rowan Pennick was among a few of the heavy hitters who had to work his way from the rear of the field with the inverse start, and of course he was the fastest car on the track as he wound up getting the victory. Let's take a look at the top 10 from the SK Modified features, a 40-lap feature. And Rowan Pennick got his 3rd win of 2015, followed by Ryan Priest in 2nd with his 5th top 5 of the season. Joey Cipriano III gets his 2nd top 5 of the year. I talked to him after the race. He was extremely pleased with his result. Keith Rocco came home 4th somehow, I guess you could say, after he struggled in traffic and had to come from the back. But a great night and a great battle between him and Glenn Reen, who came home 5th. And rounding out the top 10, Woody Pickett, Eric Berndt, Dan Avery in 9th, Jeremy Sorrell in 10th. Rowan Pennick picked up 6 points in the SK Modified standings, and here they are after 7 of 23 races. Keith Rocco remains in front, just 10 points now to Ryan Priest after Ryan Priest finished in 2nd. Rowan Pennick just 12 back, so no changes in the first 4, but you'll notice changes in 5th, 6th, and on back, as Joey Cipriano and Eric Berndt both picked up a position, with Matt Galco falling back 2 positions. Dan Avery picked up 2 from 10th to 8th. Justin Bonsignor stayed in 9th, and Todd Owen losing 2 spots to 10th. 2 of the late models. The number 92 of Tom Fern, looking to win back-to-back races for the first time in quite some time. He snapped his 1-year winless streak last week. We'll show you what he did this week.
White flag is out, Matt. 1 more lap to go.
And Bennett has 1 more opportunity. Here comes Fern, protecting his turf at the front of the field. Tommy Fern trying to go back-to-back. Could Michael Bennett have 1 more last hurrah left in him?
They head down into turn number 3. Fern is there. Bennett reels him in. They almost touch. Bennett's car gets a little bit antsy. Off the turn, down to the line. It's Tommy Fern to take down the win. Michael Bennett gave it his all in the last 2 turns of the event, and it was a squeaker for 2nd, but Bennett pulled it off.
Well, we had a couple tough weeks, tough luck earlier in the year, and I said, man, we're not racing for points anymore. We're just going here to win, and the guys that are racing for points better look out, because we're going for the win. So, hey, hats off, like I said, to the crew, guns and gear, and the rest of the guys, like I said, I can't thank everybody enough. It takes more than just me to get here. I'm the lucky guy that gets to drive the car. All my guys over here, they work on the car hard every week to get us here, so got hats off to them.
You can just see the confidence in Tom Fern out on the racetrack as he wins back-to-back races, his 2nd win of the season. And here are the results from the feature. Tom Fern, of course, with the win, followed by points leader Michael Bennett with a good bounce back after, remember, he was black flagged last week in a lap 16 wreck. He came home 10th, this time able to come home in 2nd. Tom Butler, another solid day in 3rd. Jim Mavrogiannis, another top 5 for him. Josh Wood fell back to 7th, but still a good enough run for him in the top 10. Michael Scorzelli rounds out your top 10 after losing ground in the points, though, with his 10th place finish. So how did that play a part in the point standings? Let's take a look. And So you can see Michael Bennett still in front, 14 points back as Tom Butler. And you'll notice just a few changes. Tom Fern picking up 2 positions to 7th as he continues his surge here in this season. Rounding out the top 10 is Michael Ray, the rookie, who dropped 2 positions once again, and Rich Hammond, who gained a position in the standings to 10th. Now on to the last recap of the day, and that was the 25th annual TSI-Harley Davidson 125 feature event for the Whelen Modified Tour. It was their 4th stop in the season and the 2nd stop so far at Stafford. Remember back to the Spring Sizzler at the beginning of the season. The number 2 of Doug Kobe won the pole for the event, with the number 6 of Ryan Preece starting right next to him in 2nd. Both drivers battled back and forth during a long green flag run of about 60 laps, but in the end, Preece's car was the fastest.
Final circuit in the TSI-Harley Davidson 125. The dominant car has been car number 6 from the start, and will it hold on to the checker? Look at Pitcat! Bonsai move, 2nd for Pitcat. Here comes Salamito, and it is Ryan Preece to take down the TSI-Harley Davidson 125.
Doug was real strong on the long run, and we're still figuring this new car out, but man, this thing is stout here on a short run and a 30 to 60 lap run, man. When we were able to go from 5th to 1st in what was a lap and a half, I rated it over as soon as I got to the lead. I said, woohoo, boys, this is awesome. And East West Marine, Brian Slaga, T.S. Haulers, Eddie and Connie Partridge. This has been hell of a year. Tommy, the Grasso brothers, the T.S. Haulers crew. These guys got me out. Great job. And what is this? Harley Davidson, TSI Harley Davidson, thanks for sponsoring the event. Napa Canton, my Napa sponsor. This is a hell of a night for me.
What a day for Ryan Preece. He finishes 2nd in the SK Modified feature and wins his 2nd straight Whelen Modified Tour race. Of course, that was the TSI Harley Davidson 125. So here's the top 10 from that race and the official results. And as you can see, Woody Pitcat gets his 4th top 5 of 2015, followed by Timmy Salamito, his 1st top 5 of the season. Spoke with him after the race, and he was very happy with his crew all night long. Todd Zegedy came home in 4th, Bob Santos in 5th. And there you see Keith Rocco in 8th. He almost wrecked late in the race in turn 1. Somehow he saved the car. It looked like that car was sideways going into turn 1, but he came home 8th there. And he had trouble coming in from the back of the field, but he was able to salvage a top 10. So now we look at the updated point standings in the Whelen Modified Tour after 4 of 16 races. You'll see Ryan Preece still in front, increasing his gap to 8 points on Woody Pitcat, who is now 2nd in the standings, who leapfrogs Doug Kobe, who finished in 13th. Certainly not the finish that Doug Kobe was looking for after winning the Coors Light pole for the feature race. And Bobby Santos still in 4th in the standings. Todd Zegedy picks up 3 positions. Rowan Pennick picks up 1 to 6th. And Eric Goodale, all the way down in 10th place, picked up a position as well. So we will now end the show with a Stafford Fast Fact. In each of the last 5 Whelen Modified Tour seasons, the winner of the TSI Harley Davidson 125 has gone on to win the championship each time. Of course, Ryan Preece did that back in 2013, but can he do it again? That question will be answered soon enough. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Stafford Green-White-Checkered. For our producer, Antonio Squitieri, and on behalf of the entire crew here at Nutmeg TV, I am your host, Darren Ayotte, and we'll see you next week on Stafford Green-White-Checkered.